Grace and peace from God the Father, from the Son Jesus, be with all of us. This morning, the third Sunday in Advent, this beautiful season of Advent. This non-believer, the atheist, was complaining to a Christian man about not having any holidays to celebrate. He said, I don't know why you Christians have all the holidays. You have Good Friday, you have Easter, you have Thanksgiving, you have Christmas. And we atheists, we have nothing. The Christian man didn't think a while and then turned to the atheist and says, why you don't try the April Fool Day? What I'm about to tell you today is not a joke. I saw the news this week and I was kind of surprised. Well, not that surprised because we see and hear things like that all the time. This is what a professor from a university in Minnesota says. You might see this thing as well. The virgin birth story is about an all-knowing, all-powerful deity impregnating a human teen. There is no definition of consent that would include that scenario. It is not a joke. Professor in a university tells this. He has accused God of sexual misconduct for impregnating Mary, the mother of Jesus, without her consent. He has also posted, after all, pictures of satanic Christmas decoration in his home, and he was complaining about the abundance of Christians or Christian students groups and lack of satanic groups on his university campus. It is Advent for all of us Christians, for half of the world, I say. But for a lot of people, it is not. It is not Advent. They are not waiting for Jesus to come. They don't believe. The world is trying to brainwash people with false stories about Christ and his miraculous birth. That's the truth. And on this third Sunday in Advent, we learn with John, we call the baptizer or the Baptist, to stand firm and to believe, even when the whole world tries to tell us the opposite, that Jesus is the Christ, the Lord, and he comes to be our Lord and our Savior. And as we just had sang, we rejoice. We stand with the good news of salvation in Jesus Christ. And just for the record, maybe no, I'm sure, this is what Mary said once the angel told her she would be the mother of the Messiah. And this is one of the most beautiful sentences in the whole Christmas story. I am the Lord's servant. May your word to me be fulfilled. That was the answer of Mary's answer to the angel when the angel came to announce that she would be carrying the Lord on her belly. We all know the true story, and because we all know who God really is, I don't need to explain the whole Christmas thing for you, or Christmas story. But the true Christmas message has for sure been distorted and taken away from people. And this is the devil. The devil is always trying to pass on this different account. Doubt, fear, lack of of knowledge of the Scripture causes people to fall and sin, and many times even abandon their faith. The skepticism of the modern world not just cause people to deny Christ, but also be offended when the true message is preached. But it was not different in Jesus' time. When we give a good look into the Gospel of Luke this morning, then we will see that. Note on verse 27 on our reading. Once John sent his disciples to see Jesus, just to make sure that he is the Christ, the Messiah, that he has been preached about. Just to make sure that Isaiah, the prophet, prophesies, and the prophecy now is being fulfilled. John sent his disciples, and Jesus then performed miracles. He cleaned people. He gave life to people. He healed people. He does all the miracles with love and mercy. To fill the eyes and hearts of the people who had questions about him. Is he Christ? Is that story, the whole story, true? He is not an imposter. But then once everything done, Jesus says, blessed, on verse 27, blessed is the one who is not offended by me. That is two words that we have to read more carefully. Why would Jesus say that? Blessed is the one who is not offended. Was somebody offended by Jesus because of the things that Jesus did or said? I guess so. Well, the first one is the word blessed. We translated Makarios, or we could translate in a, let me see, more modern word, happy. It is a beatitude. It is always connected with Christ, and that's why it's always Christological. It speaks of the blessedness of those who do not reject God's saving work in Jesus and rejoice in the salvation that Jesus brings. So, Jesus says, blessed or means, happy are the ones that truly believe in Christ Jesus and his promises, and are not offended by that. How can someone be offended by the words of Jesus? Well, again, the word offended, and many times in many places in the Bible will be translated as is scandalized. Is scandalized. And there is no better way to describe that than go into the words of the Bible, especially when the Apostle Paul tells us about faith and our relationship with God. And he has the right words, just the right words to explain that. Apostle Paul said, but we preach Christ crucified, a scandal to the Jews and foolishness to the Gentiles. But to those whom God has called, both Jews and Greeks, Christ the power of God and the wisdom of God. For the foolishness of God is wiser than human wisdom, and the weakness of God is stronger than the human strength. So people are scandalized by Jesus. And Jesus in the Gospel of Luke is talking about the Jews because they could not believe. And they would never believe. They would be offended as the son of the carpenter. born in such a small city like Bethlehem, raised in a forgotten place like Nazareth, could be the one that John promised to be the Lord and the Savior. He causes them to be scandalized because Christ came not with a sword, with a crown, but he comes with mercy, he comes with compassion, and he comes with forgiveness of sin for all of those, no matter what you do, for all of those who believe in him. So they were scandalized because of the message of Jesus Christ. It is too good to be true. That's why professors in universities say it is impossible. But more than that, they mock God because the message is too simple. It is too much grace. It is too much love. It is too much compassion for us or for them to believe. But this is what Jesus brings to him, with him. He brings the light, and the light shines on all those who trust in him. The Apostle Paul continues with that sermon, and it has everything to do with the message of Jesus. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 27, then the Apostle Paul finishes his sermon, and he says, that God chose the foolish things of the world to shame the wise. God chose the weak things of the world to shame the strong. If for some reason it was too good to be true, the Apostle Paul gives us then the answer. It's just like that. It's just like that. We have to believe. And we have to believe in the Holy Spirit will and do his work on us. So we can believe that it is that simple. God sent his Son to the world to be our Lord and our Savior and to give us full pardon for all our sins. The message that many, many people could not believe could be so simple and even be scandalized because of that. That is the true message for the world, lost and his sin. We are called and have all the reasons to rejoice. Rejoice, Emmanuel. As we sung a minute ago, it is the season of Advent, and God chose you and me to be blessed. The Apostle Paul, the short reading of the epistle this morning, it starts with the Apostle Paul in one verse saying twice, rejoice, rejoice. We don't know, if we don't read carefully, Paul in prison, in jail, writing to the Philippians to be and rejoice. In all circumstances of life, rejoice, because the Lord is coming. And we also rejoice in this time of the year, in this season of the year, in any circumstances of life, even when it seems to do, or even when it seems this is the last thing we should do, as we have and need to deal with so many things in life. Rejoice, as all your sins have been forgiven in Jesus Christ. Rejoice, as we are sons and daughters of God, and we have the promise of the eternal life. We rejoice when we have problems in life. They will put all of us on our knees, and then we'll be reminded that the best way for us to pray. Rejoice Rejoice as by the Holy Spirit. We know what God has done for all of us in that night in Bethlehem. Many people do not have a clue what happened that night. The things that took place, the way that God sent His Son to die for all of us. And rejoice when God presents opportunities for you to shine your light and your love. That is the love of God reflected in you. Rejoice, you are loved and saved by the blood of Christ. Christmas is drawing near, and we have many, many reasons to rejoice. We have the Word, we have the church, we have the means of grace available for all of us. We have a congregation, we have fellowship with Christ. And we rejoice as we are called to be the light of Jesus in this world. Blessed are the one who is not offended by me. Blessed is the one that accept and pass on the message of salvation that Jesus Christ is bringing with Him in that night in Bethlehem. May God bless us all as we leave our faith, always witnessing the name of the Lord and Savior Jesus.